Hi, ladies. Executive Director Heather Pillow here with Pure Romance. So today we are going to talk about how to maximize a product launch. With Pure Romance, this happens at least 3 times a year. So it's pretty important that you are doing everything you can to not only make sure that it helps to perpetuate your business, but that you pace it well so that it's not all being thrown at your clients and your team all at one time. And then you have months where you don't have anything exciting, right? So we want to make sure that we're kind of drawing this out a little bit so that it's successful for months and months and months. Now, the very first thing you want to think about is how we are teasing an impending launch, right? So for example, we always have one right around World Conference in March. So if that's going to be at the end of March, then generally right around March 1st, you want to start teasing it to your clients. Let them know, hey girls, we've got a brand new product line coming out. That means I'm going to have some products retiring and a whole bunch of new fun things coming, right? So these are just really simple, brief posts where you're teasing. It's also fun to ask them for feedback. What's your favorite product? What would you cry about if it was retired? Or what product do you wish that we carried, right? Like let them do a little dreaming, see who's creative. It's just fun to get some interaction going on your client group so that when you do ultimately post about the products, your algorithms in Facebook are doing better because you've gotten lots of interaction from that group, right? Like the Facebook gods have all the control about what goes into people's feeds, and you could have the best post in the world and the most amazing products. But if nobody sees them because you haven't been interacting with them over the course of the weeks before that, then it's just going to be wasted time on your part, and nobody wants that, right? Okay, so we're going to ask them for feedback. I will also tell you that it's really fun a couple of weeks before a product launch to do a live auction of products that are being retired. This is a great way to unload some inventory of products that maybe you just have too much of, or maybe it was never a big seller for you or whatever. So you need to just post maybe 24 to 48 hours ahead of time before you're going to do this. I generally recommend that you do this at 9 p.m. local time or later, no later than 9:30 though to start. But ultimately you want them to be able to watch and you need their kids to be in bed, right? So make sure that it's after supper time, after bedtime, all of that. And you're literally just gonna hold up product, right? So like, okay, so we have our great head that is in strawberry and it's out of here, y'all. And I have 3 left. It retails at $20. We're gonna go ahead and start the bidding at 8 and go from there, right? And then you'll have these people underneath there, blah, 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 and I do this as a Facebook Live video. So it's all commentary, and they can be liking stuff and you can be silly. Like they need to see your personality, right? Like I love my my Mo Money glasses. I think they're so fun and funny and they love when I have these on. And they know that when I start a video with these on, there's a deal. And I don't do it very often, but they're like, it's the glasses, right? So it's just something fun to have around. So you're gonna auction off some things that you need to get rid of. Now, I will also give you a little tip, okay? So if you only have 1 or 2 of the items, that's great. But let's say you have 8 of something. They don't really need to know that you have 8 of them because it doesn't create a sense of urgency. So just letting them know, you know, I just have a couple of these is great. And then behind the scenes, you can be, you know, contacting people and saying, hey, you didn't win the bid on the first one, but I do have a second one or whatever so that you can get it to them. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you when the actual launch happens, right? So generally it's live on Ustream. And I know some people like to share that link with their clients. I think that is like off the table, y'all. Don't do it. There's no reason for them to contact you. There's no reason for them to interact with you if they've already seen everything launched. That launch is exclusive to consultants. So keep the Ustream to yourself and your teams. And then let them know, okay, so the launch is tonight at 9 p.m. Super excited. I'm going to be teasing you with some fun products over the course of the next few days. And the best advice I can give you here is don't blow your load and throw everything at them all at once. Don't show everything new at one party. Don't show everything new all in a Facebook Live video. Like there's no reason for them to come to a party if they see everything all at once, right? Which doesn't perpetuate your business. And we are in the business of in-home parties. So I like to tease out a couple of things, right? So let's say when the Truly Sexy Flirt Coochie Body Dew Hand Cream were released, right? So I'm gonna show them how gorgeous the bottles are, right? Like they're so cute. And it's the same 8-ounce big bottle size, but now it's our signature scent, that Truly Sexy Flirt. So I'm going to tease them with that kind of thing. Offer it as a hostess incentive. And ultimately, right before or right after, depending on your travel, because a lot of times we are traveling along with these launches, you want to call for testers. Product testers are a great way to get a ton of interaction in a very short period of time. You're going to get a lot of great feedback, and your feedback from your clients is invaluable. It truly is the best thing you can possibly have on new products, because you might think that a new product is really awesome, but if you have 15 testers that come back and hate it, or they don't understand how to use it or whatever, now you know you've got a situation on your hands that you need to fix. Either you're not doing a good enough job of explaining it, your demo wasn't right, or the product maybe is just not up to par for what they're used to, right? So it's where testers come in. So I like to do just a general shout out for testers. I normally am after the launch because I'm so busy beforehand and I want to be able to get home and I want to have my inventory in hand so I'm ready, right? So I call for testers, and it's always, you have to be over 18 and I need at least 50 testers, right? Like I want to have a big group. I will tell you that my sweet spot is 50 to 60. I've had 100 and it was an absolute nightmare on the back end. Like they were helpful, but it was a lot of headache for me. So especially if this is your first tester campaign, you may want to stick with 20 testers, right? Because there is both the interaction immediately is getting their orders out to them, and then getting their feedback at the end. So this is not just a one-step process. Okay, so I'm asking for testers. Every time somebody says, I want to test, I want to test, I want to test, I'm private messaging them and saying, okay, here's what's required of you as a tester. You're going to either pick a package, which is like a grab bag, essentially, of product that I think is fun that I want you to test. And there are 4 levels of that. Or you can a la carte choose a minimum of 3, a maximum of 5 items to be able to test. Now, the a la carte items I will be able to give you at the tester discount of 20%. The packages are a little bit bigger discount, and it just depends on which package you choose. But ultimately, you're going to get them. You're going to have 7 days to utilize them. And then after that, you're going to come back to me. I have an online survey that you'll fill out with as much detail as you can possibly add to the survey, because your opinion, your detailed opinion, makes a difference as to whether I'm going to continue to show this product, right? Okay, buddy, come on. Sushi wants to come play. Hey, say hi. Yeah, there he is. Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, so I've got this email that goes, this is what the requirement is. Are you willing to do this? Yes. Okay, so now you have 3 choices. So this is not, again, I'm not just hammering this all out to them. It's an interactive process. And so I go back to them and I say, okay, your 3 choices. 1, you can do the product tester package where you're literally just getting product. Or if you're like, ooh la la, you know what? I really like my stuff free. Let's get a hookup here. Host a party. Get a happy hour party together. All you need to have are 7 women, 7 or more, who are there and shop. You're going to get a bonus of $75 in free product on top of all of your other hostess credit, as long as you've got those 7 women there. If there's less than 7 women, you're still going to get all the fun normal hostess credit. You just don't get that bonus. And then the third option is actually becoming a power shopper, which means that you become a consultant. Whether you choose to do parties is up to you or not, but at a minimum, you have the buying discount, not only on the immediate product that you're getting, but also on the entire kit that you're getting. And when you do decide to do that, I have a bonus package for you of new product. If you get the standard kit, it's $50 bonus. If you get the deluxe kit, it's $75 bonus. And if you get the premium kit, it's $125 product bonus that you get on top of all the product that you're getting. And you have a 40 to 45% buying discount on literally everything else that you want for at least 60 days. So they get to choose from those 3 items, those 3 options, okay? This is all out there, and it is fast and furious. When you ask for testers, you can't ask and then step away from your computer. You need to be ready to sit there probably for a good hour, maybe 2 if you have a large client base, because it is going to get insane, okay? It's going to be really, 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 really super busy. So I have 4 different tester packages for those that just want product. I have the Toe Dipper, which is a $30 cost to them. and it's generally $40 to $45 in product. I have Up to My Knees, which is $60, and that's like $75 to $80 of product. And then I have Swimming in It, which is $90. That's going to be closer to $110, $120. And then the Lifeguard is $120 cost to them, and it's generally closer to $200 of product. So for those that are like, I'm a toy girl, I always push them towards the Swimming in It and the Lifeguard so that they're getting their biggest bang for their buck. Now, this is also an opportunity for you to perpetuate your testers so that when people do decide to test, you go back to them, and not only with their product and with the survey that they're going to do, but with a coupon for $10 off the next product launch, any product that they want, right? So that they continue to come back and want to do this again. Again, your testers are invaluable, y'all. You have to have this feedback to really know what you're getting yourself into and know what you should invest in when it comes to building your inventory in the new products. Now, the other thing that you can do is that you can actually host a product launch where you're inviting your clients in to come see the new products live. You can do this on a very small scale at your home as a party. You can do this on a grand scale with your entire team where you rent out a ballroom and have the entire product line there, and it's a big to-do, which is what our team does every year in January. So we have a January launch, a March launch, and an August launch, and we choose to do January because it's right before Valentine's Day, so it's just a really great time to do that. You can do whenever you want. Frankly, at a minimum, I think that you should be doing a product launch at your home at least once a year so that they can, come in and just have a cocktail and hang out, even if it was just a sip and see, for them to be able to taste, touch, and smell all the new stuff, right? So we're going to talk about how to do an actual launch. And again, this can be done on a large scale or it can be done more intimately. So on a large scale, you're generally going to want to try and do this probably on a Sunday night, definitely not a weekend. Don't take away from party dates because you want your girls out partying, but you want your girls to also have the opportunity to invite their clients here. This is a great way for them to not only get sales right away, but lots of bookings and actually recruit leads as well, which is awesome. So when we do it, we actually put out the entire product line, not just the new products, the whole thing, the whole enchilada. So every single product that's live in our catalogs will be on display. And we set it up mild to wild around a big, like 8-table square where there are consultants in the middle of the square facing out, able to answer questions for the clients. All the toys are charged, everything's batteried up, all of the lotions and potions are unsealed so that they can taste, touch, and smell everything. We have a naughty corner where we've got actually a portable inflate-a-bed set up with beautiful black satin sheets, and we've got the Bed Bondage and Beyond and a bunch of the Onyx products, and the swing is in the corner, so that's like the more naughty corner. And then surrounding the perimeters of the ballroom, we have a booking station that has our prize wheel and a couple of girls there that are booking parties. And they have booking slips where literally the girl will just come up and say, I want to book a party. Great, who's your consultant? She writes it in, she writes her address, she spins the wheel, and she puts a date request on there. Then it's up to the consultant to follow up with her. So the consultant doesn't have to be standing there with her in order for her to be able to submit her booking request. And then we have the sponsoring station where we have at least the deluxe kit, potentially the standard kit as well. We don't set up the premium only because it's literally twice the deluxe. So we just tell them, see this, you get twice this for the premium. And again, they have the ability to literally sign on the spot. We have printed PRCES there. They just fill it out. They write their consultant's name on it. We get them all signed up. Now, when the girls actually sign up on the spot, we bring them up to the DJ table. We do have a DJ spinning all kinds of fun dance music, so it's really high energy. And I get the mic, and I introduce her as our newest team member. Her sponsor comes up. We take a picture with them. They get a little sash that said, I said yes. And it's just a really fun, like kind of high energy way to get her started in her business. And then around the other side of the room, we have the shopping stations. And there are actually 4 of those. It's 4 tables. There are 2 consultants at each table so that, because in the first 30 minutes, you're not going to have a lot of girls shopping because they're just there mixing and mingling and having cocktails and stuff. The last hour of the party, there's going to be a line of women lined up to take orders. And if they have to stand there too long, they're going to split. And we don't want that. So this is definitely the last part of the party, a big deal. Like you want to have as many people there that are really good at knowing the products and upselling and making sure that they're going home with the things that they need to make the products work. Now, super important that you understand that when we do it, there is no product going home with them that night, which is different than a normal party. But because there are some of us that are very experienced and have huge inventories, working right alongside brand new girls that maybe have not even gotten their kit yet, we're trying to level the playing field so that it doesn't feel unfair and we don't end up with clients who are like, oh, well, if this girl carries stock, I'm not going to go with the new girl. I'm going with the experienced girl. We don't want that. So everybody ships out their stuff that following week. We choose to do this the week before the Super Bowl because there's no football on that Sunday. And so nobody has any like major conflicts. And we end up with a good crowd. The last couple of years, we've had more than 200 clients come out. It's been really super fun. Again, we've got the music going. There's no food. We have a cash bar, so I'm not paying for that. And really, all things considered, your biggest expense will be the space that you use. So it just kind of depends on where you live. You know, we live in the DC area, so of course, everything is more expensive, which is a big fat drag. But ultimately, each consultant that wants to invite guests has a $50 buy-in. This is like a trade show, essentially, right? We all wear the exact same shirt. So it's either a team shirt or like this year, we wore the Show Us Your Afterglow shirt that corporate was able to provide for us. And everybody also provides a swag bag to their clients at the registration desk before they even walk in. And all of the swag bags are identical. This is really important. It's all the regular black plastic Pure Romance bags that we use at parties. There's a catalog. There's an order form stamped with your information so that when they go to the checkout area, nobody has to say who's your consultant because it's already stamped with it. They know who it is, and you'll get your order forms at the end of the night. They get a foil pack. They get, if you have a pen, you can put a pen in there, our marketing brochure, and any kind of other promotional materials for other events you had coming up. Like this year, we had the 50 Shades premiere going on. So that was in there. That's it. It's simple, it's inexpensive, and again, even a brand new girl can do it. We're trying to level the playing field so that everybody feels like, you know what, I'm confident, I can do this. And frankly, if you have one girl come in and place a $100 order, you made your money back for your investment. But when you get 10, 15, 20 of your girls rolling in and they're booking parties and they're signing and they're shopping, you just had a really, really super successful night that was really fun, and your clients will come to expect it year after year after year because it's just a really fun girls' night, right? So good way to launch your naughty bits. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to shout out. But ultimately, the bottom line is pace yourself. When it comes to the new products at parties, show 1 or 2 new things each week. Don't show everything new all at once. This will literally trickle it out so that you've got at least a month, month and a half, sometimes 2 months of new products at every single party. So even if you have those repeat guests that come again and again, they're going to see something fun and new. And it also takes you to the next launch, which is really what we want. Super important. Hope you guys have success. Good luck with your product launches, and thanks for watching. Mwah!